Hello, and welcome to Top 5 and 10s, the channel that brings you the best top 10 and top 5 lists on the internet. Today, we're diving into the world of unsolved mysteries and exploring the top 10 creepiest mysteries that were finally solved. From murders to disappearances, these stories will keep you on the edge of your seat. Number 1. The mysterious death of Elisa Lam. In 2013, the death of Elisa Lam at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California, made headlines around the world. Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, was found dead in a rooftop water tank at the hotel, with no signs of foul play. The case baffled investigators, but eventually, a haunting video of Lam in an elevator was released, showing her acting strangely and alone. It was later determined that Lam had been suffering from bipolar disorder, which likely contributed to her behavior and ultimately her death. Number 2. The disappearance of the Sauter children. On Christmas Eve in 1945, the Sauter family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, caught fire. 5 of the Sauter children, aged 5 to 14, were presumed dead and their bodies never found. But strange events following the fire led the family to believe that the children might have been kidnapped. Decades later, the Sauters hired a private investigator who discovered evidence that suggested the children might have survived and been taken to Italy. Number 3. The murder of Helle Crafts. In 1986, Helle Crafts went missing from her home in Newtown, Connecticut, and her husband, Richard Crafts, became the prime suspect in her disappearance. It was later discovered that Richard had killed Helle and used a wood chipper to dispose of her body. The case made headlines around the world and was dubbed the wood chipper murder. Number 4. The Black Dahlia murder. One of the most infamous unsolved murders in history, the Black Dahlia murder involved the brutal killing of Elizabeth Short, a young aspiring actress in Los Angeles, in 1947. Short's body was found cut in half and posed in a vacant lot, and the case remains unsolved to this day. However, recent DNA evidence has shed new light on the case and could lead to a breakthrough in the investigation. Number 5. The murder of John Benet Ramsey. In 1996, the murder of 6-year-old John Benet Ramsey in Boulder, Colorado, shocked the nation. The case has remained unsolved for over 20 years, with many theories and suspects emerging over the years. However, in 2016, a team of investigators announced that they had new evidence that could finally solve the case. Number 6. The Isdal Woman. In 1970, a woman's charred body was discovered in Isdalen Valley, Norway. The woman, who remains unidentified to this day, was found with no identification or belongings, and her death remains a mystery. However, recent investigations have uncovered new evidence that could potentially identify the Isdal woman and shed light on her mysterious death. Number 7. The Villisca Axe Murders. In 1912, the small town of Villisca, Iowa was shaken by the brutal murders of 8 people, including 6 children. The killer was never identified, and the case remains unsolved to this day. However, the town of Villisca has turned the murders into a tourist attraction, offering ghost tours and paranormal investigations of the crime scene. Number 8. The Boy in the Box. In 1957, the body of a young boy was discovered in a cardboard box in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The boy, who was never identified, had been badly beaten and starved, and his murder remains unsolved to this day. Despite numerous leads and potential suspects, the case of the boy in the box remains one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries in American history. Number 9. The Circleville Writer. Throughout the 1970s, residents of Circleville, Ohio began receiving threatening letters from an unknown writer. The writer, who claimed to know the intimate secrets of the recipients, caused fear and panic in the small town. Eventually, local bus driver Mary Gillespie became the primary target of the writer, who sent her a letter that accused her of having an affair with the school superintendent. The case remains unsolved, with many theories and suspects emerging over the years. Number 10. The Mary Celeste. In 1872, the crew of the Mary Celeste, a ship bound for Italy, vanished without a trace. The ship was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, with no sign of the crew or any indication of what had happened to them. The case has remained a mystery for over a century, with many theories and explanations emerging over the years. Some have suggested that the crew was taken by pirates or sea monsters, while others believe that foul play or natural disasters were to blame. That's it for our list of the top 10 creepiest mysteries that were finally solved. Did we miss any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Top 5 and 10s for more fascinating lists like this one. Thanks for watching.